As I'm recording this, every crevices in my body is moist and smokingly wet. Not from Clair Expedition 33 though, although that game is an absolute banger. We are averaging 30 to 32 degrees Celsius, sometimes even reaching higher than that. No joke, you can probably cook your steak and eggs on the road. And if I start posting for the next few weeks, you probably know I died from heat stroke when I went out to get my Big Mac. Any hotter than this, I might actually see people on the streets start spontaneous combustion randomly, like in the anime Fire Force. Singapore's highest recorded temperature was 37 degrees Celsius last year, in 2024. I think there are many factors to why Singapore weather is so excruciatingly hot. I mean, if you are no flat earther, you probably know that Singapore is on the equator. So the sun is practically overhead the entire year, so it's super hot, there's no snow. And also that Singapore is a small urban island, little to no rural area, so naturally the urban areas has higher temperature because building trap heats and there's no or little vegetation to cool the environment. I'm no geography expert, okay, but as a non-flat earther, I can tell you for sure that what I just said is true. And the recent El Nino monsoon results in very high temperature. And not only just high temperature, right? I want to mention that high humidity in Singapore as well, where the warmest of the air sticks to your body and you feel very sticky and warm. And the air is super thick and dense. Contrary to many flat earthers and Trump fans that doesn't believe global warming is real and that the increased temperature is part of a normal fluctuation, that's just total bullshit. I am an actual believer of global warming now, because the rate of temperature is absurd, it's exceedingly high, and I believe it's probably higher than somewhat like the normal trends. And I think we largely have to blame not just only like manufacturing companies, but also celebrities that are taking private jets. You know how government and activists are telling us to take part and change the world and save the world? How about you address those individuals that fly around the globe with their private jets that emits per flight thousands times a person's annual emission? I think this makes a lot of sense, right? To target those individuals that have significantly higher greenhouse gas emission. And I know that government actually have greenhouse tax on companies, but why not on high status individuals, like who I'm talking about, like Taylor Swift, when she flies around for concert in her private jet, is emitting so much greenhouse gas. And not just her, there's a lot of other individuals that are doing the same, and I feel like they should be heavily taxed. And yes, everyone taking a part will have significant change, but you can't bank on the fact that everyone will take part, right? Because I know myself for sure, like when I hear a talk about climate change, the first 5 days I'm like, okay, let's go, no more plastic, let's save the world. But after a week, you start going back to old habits because it's difficult to keep up these type of habits when you don't see an actual change. And I mean, it's a vicious cycle where you want change, you have to keep up those habits, but also the fact that how do we know everyone is doing the same? And it's very difficult, and especially with the weather being so excruciatingly hot, I honestly just don't give two fucks about the weather. I want to blast the AC all day if I can, and I believe everyone thinks the same. All seriousness aside, the weather is bad when you take an afternoon shower and the water is actually hot. And no joke, I think that we might actually need Bills Gates Foundation money for everyone to have 24/7 AC. We are getting cooked alive here. I believe that anyone that comes to Singapore or stay in Singapore know how hot and warm the weather is. Even foreigners that come from hotter part of the world, they always say that Singapore is the worst. And can see celebrities that when they come to Singapore, they're sweating their nuts off. But it's difficult, right? It's difficult to change and to like save the world when you really need everyone on board. Especially with the Industry 4.0, there's a lot of manufacturing going on, a lot of trades going on. It's difficult to control the greenhouse gas emission. I don't know how they're gonna do it, man. Maybe they should build a dome around the world, the globe, and just constantly blast the AC, but I mean that's like almost impossible. So right now, the best we can do is just stay in our room and on the AC or some fan, or shower regularly if you can and if you can afford it. I'm definitely a climate change believer now. It's kind of ironic to say that when I'm blasting AC most of the time. But anyways, this is just to share the current weather in Singapore is too damn freaking hot. I wish it rained as much as it can. Anyway, in the comments down below, let me know how the weather has been like recently. I know everyone in Singapore thinks the same regarding the weather, but I haven't heard much from the other countries, so let me know how is it like and how has it been in the past compared to recent years. I'm interested to know. Yeah, and anyways, subscribe for more content.